I'm the founder and managing director of Buddiup. We've been around for about 3 years, based in Perth, Western Australia, and we provide health and wellbeing programs and services for young men with intellectual and learning disabilities. So our main offering is health and wellbeing day programs. This includes fitness, learning, social, healthy food choices, making lunch together and having that social connection. We've just also recently started our sister organisation, Sisterup, which will provide the same programs and services and opportunities for young females with disability. I initially came across Lawpath looking for some contract templates for employees, but the catalyst for us joining Lawpath was we'd just undertaken a licence agreement to expand into the Victorian market in Geelong. So we knew we had to get that document right. So firstly engaged to get that document drafted up and finalised, and subsequent to that we joined the yearly subscription, which also gives us access to 30-minute consultations and the document library as well, which we've began using. On top of that, Lawpath's also helped us go through our trademarking and IP with IP Australia, and helping us through that process as well to ensure we get that correct for our brand and our products and assets. Engaging with Lawpath was the first time that I'd personally engaged legal advice or legal service from a professional perspective. Historically, I was probably a little bit intimidated to engage, just because of that perception that legal services can have in being quite expensive and open-ended budget. So it was the first time that I'd used a legal service, and yeah, I think with the fixed pricing, it sits comfortably with a small business owner, just knowing that you can manage the budget but still ensure that a job's completed. Lawpath having the fixed price work really gave me the confidence to progress with the license agreement. And on top of that, it was a super quick process from engagement to phone call to getting the job complete. We've also made use of the 30-minute consultation, so if there's ever any sticky legal questions that we need some advice on, being able to jump on a 30-minute call without having the worry of getting charged is something that's quite beneficial for us as a business as well. And the document library is super helpful when we're looking to craft draft documents. But what it also does is the documents will trigger some areas of the business that we may have not realised that we probably need to pay some attention to. So it's also given us some thought starters and focuses for areas of improvement for Buddiup. Organising a phone call was super easy. You go on, you book your time, you can choose your preferred lawyer. We've used the service through having questions around the draft document that was prepared through Lawpath, so we got to choose the lawyer that had worked on that for us. Separate to that, we've also had some general questions about trademarking and IP, which we've been able to choose a specific lawyer in that area of law. Dan was really good. He was super professional throughout the whole process, and when we had follow-up questions, etc., he was all too happy to help us out. So it all went really well. So we've just downloaded the Lawpath employment contract, which we're going through and reviewing now, and we'll be using the workflow function as we bring on more new staff. We're about to bring on 2 new full-timers, in which we'll be using the workflow product. So from Buddiup's perspective, we're really excited to see how the Geelong license agreement plays out and how that performs, and I guess we'll use that as a template and a benchmark to look at other opportunities, whether that's over in Eastern States markets or even expansion opportunities here in Western Australia. We're also really excited to grow Sisterup, and I think that can be as big as Buddiup pretty quickly as well, taking the learning that we've gathered over the past 3 years on Buddiup's journey. So yeah, for us it's about just also not forgetting what we do and continuing to improve what we do and keep doing that really well within the Perth market and continuing from a business perspective, always focusing on improving in that area. And I think that's something that the Lawpath platform will really help us with as well. If you're looking to join Lawpath, I'd definitely recommend it from a business perspective. You know, being a small business, you do have to watch your budgets, etc. I totally appreciate that. But from a value for money perspective, Lawpath has definitely delivered the fixed price work, as I've mentioned. But those 30-minute consultations are invaluable, and that's all part of the subscription. And on top of that, having the document library, which saves you a lot of time and effort, and inevitably saving you money on the journey as well. So if you are a small business and you need legal advice or a legal solution, I'd happily recommend Lawpath.